Hi, and welcome to the AI Stewardship Practice Program. My name is Mark Abbott, and I'm one of the designers and facilitators of the program. If you're watching this, it means that you've managed to access the Practice Hub. So, congratulations, and we're really glad you're here. This short video isn't here to explain everything on the Hub or tell you what to do next in detail. It's here to help you arrive in the program in the right spirit with a bit of clarity, permission, and reassurance. The AISPP is not a course, a certification, or a training on AI. We're not here to give you the right answers or to help you keep up with everything that's changing. Most of us already have more information than we can meaningfully process. Instead, this program is about practice. Practice in the sense of slowing down, noticing how AI is actually showing up in our lives and work, and learning how to make better decisions over time, especially when things are complex, uncertain, and contested. If you come away with better questions, more agency, and a stronger capacity to think with others, then the program is doing its job. The program unfolds over 6 weeks, and each week centers on one core practice question. These questions are intentionally open-ended. They're not meant to be solved, they're meant to be worked with, individually and together, as your awareness and perspective evolves. Each week includes a core question, a 1 hour cohort practice session, which is really the heartbeat of the program, and an optional ways to reflect and engage between sessions. The rhythm we're practicing is simple and repeatable, exploring what's happening, reflecting on meaning, perspectives, and tensions, and mobilizing next steps or decisions. You may notice that this hub contains quite a bit of material. That's intentional, but it's not meant to be consumed all at once. Think of the hub as a reference, not a reading list, a practice space, not a checklist. Each week, the only thing you really need to do is spend a bit of time reflecting on the core question and show up to your cohort session with whatever is alive for you. Everything else in the hub exists to support that reflection, not add pressure or expectations. If at any point the hub feels overwhelming, that's a cue to simplify, not to push harder. Your cohort is not just a logistical grouping, it's part of the practice. Cohorts are intentionally designed as learning containers, not perfect matches. Differences in background, pace, or perspective aren't problems to solve, they're material to work with. You don't need to agree with one another, and you're invited to practice listening, curiosity, and care together. Silence, uncertainty, and questions are all welcome forms of participation. So if you're wondering what to do next, here's the simplest answer. Take a look at the week one core question, spend a bit of time reflecting on it, however works best for you, and show up for our first cohort practice session. That's enough. You don't need to get ahead. You don't need to read everything. You don't need to be sure. But if you have the time and energy to engage further right off the bat, I invite you to begin working your way through the Getting Started section of the site, from the first subpage down, and to poke around with the rest of the site at the same time. And if you're really keen, you can find your own personal page under the Personal Spaces subtab and spend a few minutes sharing a bit about yourself and perhaps even sharing a starting snapshot of your AI stewardship practice. You can look at my personal page, Mark Abbott, or Alex Tvite's, the other facilitators' personal pages for an example, but you also don't need to be constrained by how we've organized our pages. But again, this is all just if you're feeling really keen. Because stewardship isn't about control or uncertainty. It's about staying present in relationship and making better choices over time. We're really glad you're here and we're looking forward to practicing together. Welcome.